Morning everyone. Morning everyone. Yeah, lovely day today. It's been promising to rain and it hasn't, so best way to water my potatoes. Some in pots on the ground, so I think the earlies are ready to dug up, so I'll probably do that within a week or two or something like that. But the reason for this video is it's just a tour of my polytunnel, and it's a good excuse for me to tidy it up as well, or tidy up as much as I can. So just to show you around, in here I've got carrots growing. Not much of a success rate, but still carrots. I've got my yard beans there, which is doing fine. Just using the strings just to so it can climb up there and hopefully produce some decent beans. This is a chili plant. I think it's RJ pineapple or RJ lemon. It's starting to flower, as you can see, and that's a chili plant behind there as well. This is a tomato plant which I bought from B&Q. It was on for sale. It was rather dehydrated, so it was on for 75 pence. So and it started off being about this height. It's now a good bit, as you can see. Behind there is a red sweet pepper which I grew from seed, which is from basically the red sweet pepper, the horn shaped ones that you can get from the store. It's produced some about 3 nice peppers so far, hoping it's got time to go red, and it is still growing, as you can see. This is I can't remember the name of it. This is the kind of, if you've seen the other videos, this is the funny kind of tomato, which is all kind of lumpy and whatever kind of thing, kind of funny shape. It kind of reminds me of the beef tomatoes, but it's kind of lumpy. It's okay. Excuse me. It's okay. To be honest, each truss hasn't produced many fruits as anticipated, and it's got about 1, 2, 3 or 4 in. I'll probably get up to about 5 or 6 at the top of the polytunnel, but it hasn't produced many fruit. As well as that, I've allowed each tomato plant to fork out, so I've got 2 branches. I've got room for that, so it just saves me from growing another plant basically. What I find with these is at the end of the truss it grows another kind of, you know, side shoot. Well, no side shoot, you can't call it side shoot, but it grows another kind of growth from it. I'll probably just cut about here. Let me find my scissors, give me a second. Misplaced my scissors again, so basically I'll just cut it just slightly. You can see there's a truss, a tomato plant about here, so I'm going to cut it about just about a centimetre from that side bit, so I don't need that. And it's also a good time for you to inspect each of the vine for any side shoots like this one here. So by removing that, it takes it away from needing it to, it'll give the energy back to the main plant. So get rid of that. You can, I mean, you can if you want. It's a bit late on now, but you can root that, put in some water. After 2 weeks you'll see roots and you can grow it. If you've got time to grow it, then fine, you've got space and all that kind of thing. What I also tend to do is, if it's enough room, and because it's a truss there, I tend to just nip the top out, so it just produces a truss, but too late now, I've done it. Another thing to do is to allow some air ventilation, circulation, to prevent mold growing and so forth. I've seen it in Spring Hill Farm, and the way to do it is removing the leaves. So you count from the main leaf, so that's one big main leaf. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's a 12 leaf. Anything below that can be removed. So for this, we need a snap up, a snap down. It comes off very easily. Make sure you don't accidentally remove the fruiting branch. So basically do that. And what that does is adds more air circulation and also directs the food to any nutrients to any fruit you got on the plant, and any leaf at the top. So again, this is like I said, it's forks out, so I'm counting 12 again. So it's 1, don't count the top ones because they're still growing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So anything before that can go. Well, I don't know why 12 is the magic number, but it seems to work for them, and if it works for them, it should work for me. This is the very first truss that came out. For some reason, like that knobbly bit, that's the name of it, knobbly tomatoes. Can't remember the name, but this one hasn't developed much. So what I'm going to do is, and you got poor wee tomatoes like that, so that's just really a waste. So I'm just going to clip that off. Do that. So that diverts all the energy into these developing fruits. I'll remove that as well because there's no point having that there. So as you can see, it gives it more air circulation at the bottom, and as well as that, I'm only getting about maybe 3 or 4 per truss, maybe 4, 5 there. So it's not a great deal of fruiting from this knobbly tomato breed, so I doubt very much I'll grow this again next year. Kind of disappointing in a way, but then I was just experimenting, see which one produces some decent tomatoes, and this definitely did not. So down to the next, that's my RJ pineapple over there. It's producing nice wee fruits, as you can see. Don't know what that is, if anybody know. I don't know what that is behind there, but it hasn't affected the growth of it certainly. And behind that is a sweet pepper plant, which I'll need to water. This is the lemon citrina, and it has produced a decent amount of fruit. I'll just quickly tap these flowers just to pollinate the flowers. Just give it a wee shake. I've got bees flying in here, so it should be pollinating, but I'll be growing this again if the tomatoes are tasty enough. So that's it there. So again, just remove any truss. Again, as you can see, I've allowed a second vine to grow. So walking back again, 12 leaves, and I'll take the rest off, but I'll do that later on after the video. Over here, this is the atomic grape, which I've seen other videos, like Tony C. Smith, or is it just Tony Smith? He's got atomic grape which is black and green. These ones are just like green at the moment, so I'm hoping it turns black, but they do produce an abundance of fruit if they're pollinated properly, which they are. So I need to keep on feeding it. Maybe I need to adjust the drip to produce more water for them, because there's a big plant to feed, and remove any side shoots as well, because I want to divert all the energy, all the nutrients to the fruit as much as I can. That tomato plant there is a Submarine F21. I was using the seed to graft aubergines, which was unsuccessful. Unfortunately, I must be doing something wrong. But I'm just growing it just for a seed. Same this one here. This is a Submarine F21. You can see the tomatoes over there. See tomatoes? Just normal tomatoes. Saving the seeds for that. Behind this one is the chayote plant. This is the second one. The first one I got that I grew, I put it into my dad's greenhouse, which is basically double the length of this one, but it's going in nicely. It takes about 4 months from start to flowering, and this must be about like 2 months old, so hopefully within a month or so it will start fruiting and produce decent fruit. That is sashimi. It's a Korean pepper plant, and it produces these narrow peppers, just like bell peppers, but it produces that way. So it's ideal to actually stuff these. I might do that in a show one day, barbecue it, stuff it with some meat or whatever kind of thing. And that again, that's just a normal red toro sweet pepper. So yeah, I did get the chili names all mixed up one time, but I know that from experience that is a hmmm pepper. It is like a bell pepper, like I said. So yeah, this is a chayote, also called a choi choi, or choi choi, but the proper name is chayote. Behind there is my ginger, which hasn't done much, but I'll keep it going. Sarracenia. It's a granule plant. It's carnivore, just so it eats all the wee bugs, and it's produced a flower. I don't know if you can see it. It's a lovely flower, that. I might take a photograph of it now for the Instagram, but it's splendid. That needs to be, that's in a kind of mossy compost, so I need to keep it watered at all times. Forgot to say, this is also a wee carnivore plant. Can't pronounce that, but that's what it come in. So I need to transplant to a bigger plant as well. These are just buddleia, which I took a cutting, which I'm growing. This is a cutting I got from one of my allotment tiers. It's a melon, sweet melon, and he's got 100 of these growing. Told him to give me a cutting and see if it will develop. He's got a wee melon the size of a cricket ball, just smaller, and it's been growing like that for about 4 months and it hasn't got any bigger, so I don't know if I'll get any fruit from it, but I'll give it a try. Some pak choys and course lettuce, which I'm going to transplant into my failed gutter because it's not enough watering. That's my fault. You'll see that in the next video for all my failures and successes. Leeks. Another cutting from a tomato. It's a bit small, but just want to try it out. That's an avocado seed, which seems to have maybe died a bit, maybe. Yeah, it's not rooting, so we can see. That is the Japanese what's its name again? Komatsu green boy lettuce. We would like choy some, very nice, very firm, upside down tomato plant, which I'm just playing about with. This is the heirloom cucumber, and it's produced loads of flowers, but no female flowers. So I'm hoping that at some point it will produce some fruit. If not, it's going to get yanked out. The idea is I was going to let it grow right up the trellis and right along, but I'll see how it goes, because it hasn't produced any fruit, any female flowers yet that I can see. Loads of male flowers but no female flowers, which is a big disappointment. Oh, I've had a couple of fruit from this already. This is the Japanese cucumber, or Japanese cucumber. I'll take this one off. This is the oldest one. There we go. Look at that. It's a bit porcupiney, but it's more crispier, it's slightly drier than the British ones. And all you have to do is, if it's porcupine, you just give it a swipe down, and that's it. This is the ideal size for it. You can grow to about quite big, obviously, but you can also pick it when it's about maybe 3/4 that length, and then pickle it. It's quite nice pickled gherkins, if you like pickled gherkins style. It's quite nice. So that's I'll take that home for my salad. This is a, what do you call this one? I think this is a beef tomato. No, it's cherry tomato, sorry. And it's produced wee cherries already, which is starting to ripe at the bottom. Again, I need to take a lot of leaf off that one. More tomato plant. I don't actually know the name of that one, to be honest. One of them meant to be a beef tomato, but might not have survived. I need to give this some nutrients. It's not as green as my other plants. Strawberry, upside down tomato plant. This is a bushy cherry tomato, which I'm just going to let it grow and fluff out. More chili plants. And this is a it's kind of grown funny. I'm sure this is the Scorpion Trinidad, which is different from the other Scorpion Trinidad I've got. A couple more chili plants. I think this is the what do you call it again? It's a hot chili plant. God, the name escapes me. It's terrible, that, but yeah, we'll see what it's like. I'll get a name of it later if I can remember. So that's my polytunnel. Everything is kind of blooming, growing. I'll just give it a tidy up. Yeah, and that's it. That's my wee polytunnel tour. Show the greenhouse while I'm here. Just a really mess at the moment, but that's the chili. It's a chili greenhouse. Over there is your purple mauve. A lot of purple mauves. They're growing quite successful. This is the pot black. Yeah, pot black chili plants. That is your Thai chili there. Thai chili, pollinated by the bees. Some of the plants, for some reason, it's curling up, which isn't a bad thing apparently, but I think it's lacking nutrients, maybe needing repotting. We'll see how it goes. And you've also got, in fact, this one here. Better look at it. This is your Trinidad. This is this kind of, not as bushy as not as leggy as the other one. This is the Scorpion Trinidad. A couple of fruits there, and that's your pot black again. The purple mauve seems to be growing better than any other chilies. These hits you in the straight away, hits you in the back of the throat. They're quite hot actually. Got a couple of red ones. It does turn red. So I'll just pick these for drying later. Kind of smaller ones. I'll get it later. We'll dry it. You can actually pick the black ones right now and dry it, but I'll keep it on for now. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoy a wee tour. Next video I'll just show you my failures. So keep an eye, subscribe, like, share, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Take care.